Hey guys, after all that hectic 1.7 stuff and all those, new 1.7 dinos and all those videos, we're gonna get back to some regular scheduled events, and in this case, literally, because we're gonna talk about this week's events. So, as you guys know, last Sunday they released an interim event schedule, which was subject to change as soon as 1.7 drops, and guess what? 1.7 dropped, and they're changing the event schedule as they said they would. So we have a completely new event schedule now. All of the stuff here looks familiar, except for one thing, as you guys could probably notice immediately on the graphic. So there's basically four groups of different events. So at the top, you got your featured creatures, as always. In the middle, you got the strike events, and then under that, you got 3 days, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday for treasure hunts. And then this new event they added is tournaments. These are tournaments that last for usually 3 days throughout the weekend and give decent prizes. So this week's tournament, they have different themes, and this week's theme is non-hybrids locked at level 26. So no hybrids allowed, so you can use any common, rare, and epic as long as they're not hybrids. And then all their levels will be set to level 26. So if you're over level 26, they'll bring it down to level 26. If they're under level 26, they'll bring it up to level 26. There's like friendly battles. So everyone's levels are going to be the same. No stat boosts and, none of that. And the rewards are actually pretty good. But you do have to... it does cost you a bit to enter. It's 100 hard cash entry fee, but if you do decent at it, you'll earn back a lot of hard cash. So the lowest prize is participation prize, so don't get ranked at all. You get 2.5k coins, which isn't really worth the 100 hard cash, but it's not horrible. And then if you're top 100, you get 500 back. So spend 100, get 500 back. Top 250, you get 750 back. Top 100, you get 1.2k back. Top 50, you get 2.6k hard cash back. Top 10, you get 4.9k hard cash back. Top 5 is 7,000. Third place, 10,000. Second place, 20,000. And first place, you get 30,000 hard cash. That's pretty good. And, it doesn't really require you to have, full level 30 teams with all maxed out stat boosts and stuff. They're all level 26, really, mostly quite accessible non-hybrid dinos. So this should be an interesting event, hopefully. I'm personally looking forward to it. It looks like might have drawn some inspiration from our non-hybrid tournaments lately. No, I'm not saying they're taking our idea, I'm just saying. But jokes aside, let's get back to the rest of the week, since that's not the only thing that's happening. We still got our regularly scheduled event dinos, and these event dinos actually changed a bit. So when we're looking at it, Monday it's blacked out because, Monday's already over and you got new stuff, right? So starting on Tuesday to Wednesday, you have common dinos, 36 attempts for Allosaurus, Tarbosaurus, Dimetrodon Gen 2, and Irritator Gen 2. All really decent dinos. This is a fierce week for the weekly dinos, as you can see. And on Tuesday, which are probably already passed or not passed yet, I guess. It depends on when I upload this video. You got a 3-step standard common strike, a 5-step large common strike, and a small scent strike. Well, I don't even know if that's small or standard, but a scent strike. And then Wednesday, you got overlaps. So there's going to be two different, I would imagine they'll double the event drops, and then half of them will be the rares, half of them will be commons. And then they'll add the rares, which goes from Wednesday to Friday, which are Caprasuchus, Rex Gen 2, and Gorgosaurus. And then Saturday and Sunday, you got the epics, which is 9 attempts on Rex, Baryonyx, or Secodontosaurus. This is a fierce week, and immediately you'll notice some changes. They took away Ophiocodon from the commons. They took away... Let's see. What from the rares? Irritator. They took away Irritator from the rares. Of all the most important fierce dinos in the game. They took away the most important one, Irritator, the component for Puritator, which makes Magna one of the strongest dinos in the game, one of the hardest to create dinos in the game. They took that away. Pretty sad, but it's an unfortunate situation, but what can we do? They took away Irritator, they put in Capra. I'm not sure if Capra was there before, I'm pretty sure it wasn't. And then they also added Baryonyx to the Epic, so you get 3 more attempts on Rex, basically. Or Suicidano if you want that, if you want, Ardentosaurus or whatever it's called. So you could do that as well. But anyways, let's go through some of these dinos. The commons, Aloe and Tarbo are great for Thorodolosaur, obviously. Suicidano, which needs Irritator Gen 2, you could do that as well. But Irritator Gen 2 it's a global spawn. You can see them everywhere all day and night. So probably won't go for that. I'd probably just go for either Aloe or Tarbo for the Thorodolosaur components. And there's also Dime Gen 2, but Monometron right now isn't really worth it. Although it does have its, niche uses in the meta, especially with a lot of these, low speed, sort of tank busting dinos running around. Like, the new and improved Urajosaur and Gripelith. It could do stuff against those dinos and stuff, and some other tanks, obviously, but overall, it doesn't have that great of a use in the meta at the moment. I also got that little bit of nerf, which doesn't help it either. And moving on to the rares, Capros, Sucus, Rex Gen 2, and Gorgosaurus. Rex Gen 2 obviously makes Tyrannolophosaur with Diallo Gen 2, which is a bit hard to get, but they now did make daily migrations, which we'll talk about in another video soon, which makes it so that it's not that harder, and it's not that hard to get anymore, so, that's a good sign, I guess. So, if you want to go for that, Rex Gen 2, go for it, to make Tyrannolophosaur, which then makes Gnothorax, one of the best dinos in the game. Gorgosaurus makes Gorgosuchus, which then makes Megalosuchus. Megalosuchus got a bit of a buff, which it's not bad anymore. Gorgosuchus isn't bad of a dino either, so you could go for that as well. And then Caprasuchus makes, obviously, Gorgosuchus, which makes Megalosuchus, as well as Spinotosuchus with Spinotoraptor, which is one of the best, or I wouldn't say one of the best, one of the better dinos in the game, as well, with the 129 speed and the bleed and crit impact and that little damage boost that it got this patch. Anyways, moving on to the epics, you got Rex, Secodonto, and Baryonyx. Baryonyx obviously makes Triostronics, which I personally think is going to be super underrated this patch because of a lot of these dinos that people will be potentially running, like Ardontosaurus. Maybe some people won't run that. Maybe some people, well, a lot of people will run Dioraja and Gripelith, which are very susceptible to Triostronics, and Trico is still going to be running around, which Triostronics deals pretty, well, I wouldn't say it deals pretty good with, it just beats it straight outright. And also Dracoceratopsis is a great deterrent to opponent Dracoceratopses when you have it on the field. So Triostronics is not a bad dino to go for. And then Rex, obviously, that's one most people are probably going to go for just because of how rare it is nowadays, and also its many uses. Makes Indominus, Indom then makes like 2 uniques, Indoraptor and Earlodom, 2 of the best dinos in the game, and then it makes another unique with Enkentro, makes Trichosaurus, one of the top best dinos in the game as well. So, you don't want to miss out on Rex. Anyways, that's for the event dinos. Moving on to the strike events. We're going to talk about Tuesday. It doesn't really matter anyways. Wednesday, we got a 1-step standard common strike, a 3-step rare strike. These both are armors. Like all the strike events are armors, and then the featured dinos are like fierce creatures. So it's like, you got your chompers fighting your armored tanks. So that's a pretty cool thing that they're trying to do there. They kind of did with the Easter egg hunters and egg protectors, that thing as well. And then you got a treasure chest on Wednesday, obviously, as usual. And then Thursday, you got the 3-step large common strike, and then another scent strike. Friday, you got a 1-step boss strike, and then a 1-step standard common strike as well, with the treasure chest. And then that also starts the tournament, goes through the weekend, as we talked about before. Saturday, it's a 3-step standard common strike, a 5-step for 2 days, Saturday and Sunday. Large common strike, and another 2-day strike, a 5-step epic strike. epic theme strike, which is going to be the armor thing, which is, you know, you're going to get a lot of good stuff from that incubator in terms of the epic DNA. So that's a strike to look forward to. And then on Sunday, you finish off with a small one-step common strike, as well as the last treasure chase of the week, which I will be trying to get my hands on these treasure chests, because after all those dino showcases, like, my coins are almost gone. Like, it went from like 400,000 or 500,000 down to like barely 100,000 now. So I need a lot of coins. But anyways, that's going to be it for this week's actual event schedule. After they changed it, after 1.7 dropped, they got rid of the interim schedule, obviously. And it actually didn't really go my way, because I was thinking, you know, if they wanted like to change it, they would probably like drop like some Cenozoic dinos and stuff in there. And there are Cenozoic dinos. There are, you know, they have like another set of event dinos. They didn't really explain it yet. But as you guys probably saw, on Tuesday and Wednesday for 2 days, there's like 9 attempts on Brontotherium. I don't know what that's for, but cool, I'll take it. But yeah, anyways, that's gonna be it for the event schedule this week. Hope you guys enjoyed it. You know, tell me what you guys are gonna go for in the comments down below. Also, do subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. We're gonna go through a lot of 1.7 content. There's so much stuff, man. It's gonna take me forever to go through. And also, if you do want to join the discussion of, you know, Jurassic World Live, among other stuff, feel free to join the Discord in the description box below, which also contains all of the, so far, the ones that I've done, the new 1.7 hybrids and dinos showcases, which should be fun if you haven't seen any of those. A lot of them are pretty crazy. A lot of these new hybrids are pretty strong, so I would suggest, you know, checking out a few of those as well if you haven't already. And yep, that's going to be it for this one, and I'll see you guys soon.